The following contest is the men's Wargames match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, Wargames officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the Wargames begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event,
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
Here we go. First 2 combatants locked in the Wargame structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe. Wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammate
from the top?
Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Entering even more dangerous territory. Scaling the Wargames cage wall.
Watch it. What a forearm smash.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than Wargames.
Before Wargames officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming from the top?
Oh, an elbow drop! Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
Jay has become relentless.
Jacobs being cut off at every pass.
Schoolboy, no, goes through.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Hoist it up! Oh, they're just punishing their opponent now.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker.
He is doing whatever possible to torture the knees.
And an elbow.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, from the top.
Ooh, he fends that off.
These two are finding an answer for everything.
And for main event Jey Uso, this is as much about a mental advantage as a physical one. Oh, what a throat. The next entrant incoming to even up the odds.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline Wargames.
Now waiting for Wargames to start, and this is already in dangerous territory.
Down with the Samoan.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has...
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here? DDT! No way Savior recovers from that. Sammy is like a deer in the headlights here.
Crank in the head.
Ooh! Going down low. Nasty uppercut.
He's taken on some damage at this point.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense that opens people's eyes to Jacob Fatu.
And Sammy's focus looked like he was shaken after that.
Yeah, Jacob looked confident going on the attack. Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The extreme.
Launching. Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. The moonsault. Jacob about to end this fight.
Old bloodline. New bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline. Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in Wargames.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. Climbing up the Wargames steel structure. Better be careful. He's finding himself in some territory. Watch out! Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jey. Those are his dogs.
Hey guys, this is what Wargames is all about. Both bloodlines. Well, meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Big clothesline. At this stage, there has to be some concern.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now.
What's he got in mind here?
That'll be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the words of Jay's ways with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories. Something devious and dangerous in mind here. It looks like he's got a bullseye on his head.
No! Absolutely insane!
The target was acquired and the warhead did not miss. Oh, man. Jacob Fatu just got busted up.
Kicking out. The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently.
He wants to level the playing field, and who can blame him after the last few minutes?
Oh, kick right in the face.
The teams are now equal, but this weapon could be a big difference maker.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Bodies have been decimated, fortitude has been tested, and these fans are showing their approval of these superstars' performances. Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation.
God, brutal chop block.
Right in the kisser. A narrow escape. The count has started, and one team is about to have the odds in their favor.
Jimmy might have just finished things.
And looking at Jimmy Uso.
Will Jay take advantage? Boom, a kick. It is over.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
What?
And he's going to the top.
High cross.
And Zayn looking a bit worse for wear after being on the receiving end of that offense. Cuts the appearance of Jay.
Jay can seal it here. Starting to scale up the Wargames wall. He's got top rope. So splash by Jay. Will Jay hit this?
Now scaling the steel.
This is either madness or
Uso.
splash. That could put Tama down for good.
We've seen that look before. Jay in position.
Down to opponent. And a double axe handle smash.
And they just tossed him aside.
Bang! Vicious boot.
Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn.
Has Sammy ended it there?
Jacob Fatu in a compromised position.
Dropping the elbow.
And that was an expertly executed DDT. Just bashing through that hip. Timer's running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now. Main event Jey Uso just begging for a fight.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline Wargames.
Nasty boot by Zayn. They're going to look at Tama. Jey nailed it.
That could finish off Roman.
He's looking defenseless at this stage.
Yeah, he's selling with a big boot. Zayn has this wrapped up.
And slamming their opponent's face to the canvas.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold. Look at this. Off on the rope.
What a smash. That was just insane. breaking them up. Look out, there is blood in the water. Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack. German suplex. Now Tonga and some effective. Sliding into the cover, looking to end this. Using the ropes for leverage up. Look at this. Looks like they finally got him there. You can almost feel the intent taking hold of Jay here. DDT! Jay is down and out.
And he fights it off.
What do you have to do to put this guy away? Scaling this unforgiving Wargames cage.
Now into the cover.
The fate of the match is at stake.
And looking at Jacob on two.
Super kick, a double super kick.
Going right into the pin attempt.
2 count. Oh, the save.
That might have been it. Able to evade the clothesline, looking for a pinning combination. Shoulders are down.
Makes the save, and they continue this match.
Big double axe handle.
The Sheen is starting to wear off of him a bit now. And more damage being inflicted on the torso.
Repeatedly going after that midsection. Just devastating.
And now, from 20 feet,
There's no way.
Looking to counter.
He went into 3 count here.
but now here's Jey Uso. He just might regret this decision. A snapmare by Roman Reigns.
Sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the faint of heart.
One wicked attack after another.
Sammy ended it there.
Here we go. Jimmy go
Top rope. Jay might have just finished things.
transitions to the cover.
But is it enough?
Roman for the win. And then back to Reigns. And Chicago's bad mood could only turn worse after that.
Sammy just brought the fight to him.
Each round it.
Boom. Red means letting his opponent out of the pin.
Yeah, gotta wonder what he's thinking. Goes to the cover. Shoulders are down.
He clearly wants to do. This could be all over.
Oh, wow. Made the save there.
That could have been it.
Tonga's looking to wrap this one up.
Ripping at the eyes.
He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring.
And the head taking a real pummeling here.
I'm not sure I like this strategy. It's just brutal.
On the top. Jimmy.
He might have him.
And going for the pin. Existing. Save.
Tama could end it there.
Tonga goes for the pin. And now Tonga.
Hooked up.
DDT.
To cover on Tonga. This could do it.
I guess he doesn't think he's done it.
Almost a cover. And here's the cover.
Could be it.
And the Colossus escapes defeat. Super kick.
Good night.
And a kick. He's headed to the top now.
Uso.
I guess it was time to switch gears. He goes for the pin.
Could this be it?
He breaks the pin, keeping his team in this one.
Caught square by the haymaker.
Oh, that can rock you.
Oh, man, he took a hard landing into the other ring.
Oh, what a kick to the face.
Big elbow drop.
That is Jey Uso.
Jacob to get enough of it.
Shoulders down. Jacob going to end it here. That's one way to break up a pin attempt.
more. Reigns delivers a Superman punch.
This could be the end of the night for Jey Uso. And that blow hasn't wavered.
Wrists captured.
Boom! Good night. What a knee. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
And Tonga has been able to deliver a response at a very critical moment.
I think Jay's realizing the toll this match has taken on him.
Tonga Loa going up high.
Good golly. Utilizing his power and toss up high. Diving crossbody. Throwing all caution to the wind.
Two. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know which version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside Wargames.
These four men are true family. Each of them fought with that same bit of hunger and attitude we once saw in Roman's old crew. But now we know that Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu are the one true bloodline.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
Whoa. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael. But that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team oozy, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Oh! Ricocheting off the turnbuckles.
Ooh, whoa!
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Drop by Enziguri. Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage.
Crank in the head. Elbow drop. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this... Wait a minute!
What are you doing?
Ooh, shot that. Oh, my God!
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of bloodline breaking down the opponent.
Then it's Jey Uso, and they just busted out an impactful maneuver.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Yokes up their opponent, driven down with a sidewalk slam.
Splat. A stop sign stopping at you for a change. These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplying.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every Uso.
Now looking at Jey.
Will Jey take advantage? Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline. Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match.
Solo Sikoa is at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience in Sami Zayn without the big boom.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
The table practically exploding under the force of the impact.
Or finding unique ways to break down furniture.
And guys, this is what Wargames is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. Jacob Fatu in a compromised position.
Oh, ouch. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. There's some power on that punch.
Oh, the knife edge chop and roll. This is a mugging. Super kick. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jey and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Oh my goodness!
These superstars must be feeding up the WWE Universe.
This place is starting to rock.
I see a cut on...
But then to Sami Zayn.
Is someone closing this out? Look at this heel hook. This is how you punish your opponent, and he's enjoying every minute of it.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games. Ooh, disrespectfully hurling that sign. He's carrying some...
Wrists captured. He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more.
Jey is out. That is it.
A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal. Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa joining Bloodline War.
Zayn heads up high.
Slam the door shut and brace for impact. Wargames are now officially underway.
This is the moment it's all been building to. The ultimate test for these teams begins now.
The head of the table with thunderous power taking flight.
up. Shot after shot.
Climbing up those ropes now.
From way up. Unbelievable athleticism.
Now Reigns.
Reigns got all of it. There's some power behind that punch.
Super kick. He's no longer looking at his best.
Sikoa clearly taking out his preternaturally bad mood on the competition. Placed elbow to the leg.
And oh my God, what a forearm!
Unbelievable athleticism.
And that can vanquish time.
And we see
Go for the win here. Going for the win. Not many left.
Oh, look at this. Headbutt.
Uso. Jimmy Uso splash.
Jimmy might have just finished things. Snapmare could set something else up.
Down the road, looking evasive.
And the pin could be over for Tangaloa. He just broke up the pin in the nick of time.
Kick to the back.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Then we see Reigns.
Oh, come on. Did he really need to stop the pin like this? Could that be enough?
For the win.
Big forearm.
Sami Zayn looking for it.
Sikoa is focused on finishing this. Indy counters.
Taken out with a big exploder.
This is it. He could put him away right here.
They could have got how cheap is that?
Reigns had that scouted.
He just drove his knee right into his cheek. My goodness. What a spear by Reigns.
No coming back from Reigns after. No idea what he's planning here.
I don't think it's anything good for him. Superstar setting up.
Tangaloa trying to secure the victory. Saving his team from defeat. And we see Zayn.
He gets a one-way ticket to the hard metal trench.
He got the shoulder up in time.
Unbelievable.
Here's the cover. I think this man. No. Roman Reigns so dominant.
Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring.
And now Tangaloa.
Shoulders down.
And his shoulder is lifted before one.
The muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before three.
Jay nailed all of it.
Quickly, Trent.
He knows the goal is to win the match, right?
Yeah, what's he doing?
It's over for Sikoa.
Here we go. Cover. He could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up. At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
Insult to injury and more injury with that stop sign.
This could be the end of the night for Jey Uso.
I am shaking my head. Here comes another one.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT. Jacob
obviously... Tama Tonga set to the skin.
Twist. Does Jimmy have any fight left?
And straight into the pin attempt.
Kick out just before 2.
Nasty boot by Zay.
No doubt, Sammy just ended this.
Ruthless striking.
And Tama Tonga has been able to deliver a response in a very... He wants to end this. For the win! And Team Roman wins the Wargames.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Believe me when I say you cannot overstate the amount of pain that causes someone.
Jimmy and Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left.